guys, it's Julia. Welcome to my channel. Today's video, as you can probably tell by the title, is my skin prep and makeup routine to ensure that I'm not going to be oily all day long. Not like for an hour or two, but I have found really a good combination of products that keep me oil free literally until I go to sleep that night. Like, I'm not like pure matte, like there will be like the slightest maybe shine, slightest, but it has seriously worked so well for me. And so excited because I've been struggling so much this summer with oily skin, like so bad, like soaking through my foundation every day, just looking like an oily mess. Like, oh, I couldn't take it anymore. So I cracked down and I found the perfect solution. So the main things we're focusing on today are 3 Urban Decay products, because Urban Decay has like seriously nailed down the like solution to oily skin. Like, they developed the best products. So the first one is a prep spray. So before you do anything to your face, prep this before your moisturizer. But I don't actually use moisturizer, which might sound really bad, but my skin is so oily, and I use a toner that's supposed to double as a moisturizer before I put this on. So that's how I moisturize my skin. Not relevant, but yeah, so starting with this prep spray, going in with a primer and a setting spray at the very end, and these 3 products will save your life. Hopefully, I know everyone's skin doesn't react the same to everything, but these have saved my life. So keep watching if you want to see how those go, or if that's all you watched the video for, was to like know which products. I just showed you them and then you don't have to watch it anymore, but I think that you should watch it. So yeah, like this video if you liked it, and let's do it. Okay, so to start off this oil-free makeup look, oil combating, whatever you want to call it, the first thing we're going to take is this B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. And to keep the oil from coming through your foundation, it's all about the prep. I used to think it was all about the foundation you chose. That is a factor, but the most important part is, I feel like this looks so funny up here. The most important part is the prep. So it's the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. I said that already, but it says it reduces redness, minimizes pores, and absorbs oil. So that's what caught my eye. Just spray that on your face, because that is the first step in absorbing the oil before it gets out. So after that, we're going to take this Urban Decay De-Slick Complexion Primer. Shine Control, Pore Minimizing, and Mattifying. Looks like this. It's tan, and it's like a tan colored gel consistency. And it says on the box that I saved, dispense a small amount, a little goes a long way. Pat, don't rub onto skin before foundation or powder. And you see, I definitely didn't listen to that, and the first time I put on, I was rubbing it everywhere, and it was like peeling off, like it was gross, like it was weird. But if you just put a little on your finger and just pat it, you are good to go. And they meant it when they said a little goes a long way, because that tiny pump spread over my whole face. I get the oiliest like here, and like here, and around my chin area. But I'm gonna put the tiniest pump for my forehead, because I also get oily right here. I'm sure that's like the spot for many people. But yeah, this is very interesting, like the whole padding thing, but then it dries and like you can just tell like it feels very matte. It kind of still like if you do go like this, it kind of peel, like I don't know, it's kind of weird, but like it works. So just don't mess with it, just pat it and don't touch it again. Okay, so then after that I'm gonna use my Hourglass Vanish Stick or whatever it's called, and my shade is Shell, and this stuff is a miracle if you suffer from oily skin, because it is so, well, this isn't a this fact about it doesn't have to do with oily skin, but it's super full coverage, so I love that because I, as you could see earlier, have some breakouts. And it is super lightweight, which is the great part for oil, because if you have this really thick foundation on and like the oil like gets into it, like it just turns cakey and gross and chunky and goes into all your lines and stuff. So I like this. It's super lightweight and it has a powder finish, which is also great for oil. As you guys probably know, you probably try and powder yourself, frog in my throat, when you get oily. But this is just great because it's also a concealer. So you don't have to use a concealer, which can also get oily and crease and just not help out the situation if you suffer from super oily skin. I don't know, it's really great because you put it on, has a powder finish, and then it just stays in place, and it's lightweight, and you don't need to like use a whole ton of powder to like mat it out or whatever. So I'm just blending it with this brush. Doesn't matter. You don't even have to use this foundation. Like if you have a foundation that's pretty good with oily skin, you go ahead and use that, but this is just the one I think is amazing. It's really expensive, but there's no like known like dupes or whatever for this one yet, for this foundation yet. But okay, now that that's all on, we're going to take the Laura Mercier setting powder and like use the lightest amount. So get a big fluffy brush and just like barely dip that in there, because the only reason we're using this is so the foundation is not as sticky to apply like our bronzer and our highlighter on. So just very light, make it not sticky, because you don't need to pack this on to like take shine away or take a dewy finish away, because it's not that at all. Put it on your eyelids. That's how I set my eyeshadow. But okay, so that, you guys, super quick and easy was the whole foundation routine. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup really fast. Okie dokie, so I did the rest of my face makeup, which I had to do before this last step to ensure that you are oil free all day. So it's this Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. It is specific for oil control, and I'm sure that you have seen this all over YouTube because a lot of people use it, but it actually works. Like, I promise. I have had this for a long time, so it's like dirty. I don't know if you can tell on the screen, but I just like never picked it up, or like once in a while would use it, and then I started using it every day, and I realized the difference that it actually made. It was incredible. And then like if I am like in a rush and I forget to do this step, it just is not as good as if I remember this step. So I highly recommend that you do this step. I'm gonna do a little more because while it's wet, I like to take a beauty blender and press it into my skin. to really ensure that I will have no issues throughout the day. And I learned the pressing it in with your setting spray technique from Laura Lee, the really famous YouTuber, but I kind of made it my own by not pressing it in so that the finish of my skin looks different, but pressing it in so that the setting spray really works. But yeah, you guys, this was my skin prep and makeup routine for combating oily skin. Like I said in the intro, I have just struggled with oily skin and I've tried a million products, and I never could figure out the right combination to really make, to keep my skin oil free throughout the day. And I finally found my holy grails. I want to say really fast, do not use this if you have oily skin. I don't know, just like I didn't really think when I was buying primers to buy one that was right for my skin type. I just saw what other people use and I'm like, oh, that one must be good for everyone, you know? So I used this, and like looking back at all those times that I used it, my skin got very oily by the end of the day. So I just want to say to avoid that real quick. But yeah, I really hope that you liked this video. Let me know down below if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you've tried these products and they've worked for you, or what other products have worked for you. I'm very interested and open to suggestions, so thank you for watching.